This week on In Conversation with Front of Stage, we're speaking to the incredibly talented Lea. Lea is a singer-songwriter who was born and raised in the Austrian mountains. She has a large amount of experience through busking and performing around Europe.
Lea's songs are best characterised by their bold yet relatable messages conveyed through catchy hooks, surfing between pop and R&B. We love a story and we love a song, so shall we get talking to her?
Let's do this.
Hi Lea, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm really good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Rainy Saturday.
Of course. Terrible.
Okay, so do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself, your musical background and stuff? For those.
Yeah. So I'm originally Austrian. I kind of started music. Well, I've kind of always been musical, I would say, but I started singing when I was 6 years old and had lessons and stuff. And then I played the violin for a bit, but then I switched to the guitar, which was quite good. And then, just started writing songs at the age of 12, 13. And yes, since then just been writing. And then when I was 16, I moved to the UK for a year to do an exchange year. So I kind of fell in love with performing during that year. Which was cool, and then came back to Austria and I was like, oh damn it, I think I want to do music for the rest of my life. So then did a couple of songwriting retreats with the Songwriting Academy, and kind of got to know really cool people and kept writing. And then once I finished my A-levels, which was June last year, I was like, right, I'm going to move to London and pursue music. And then found a really good course at Notting Hill Academy of Music in songwriting and A&R, and been doing that since then, and kind of been able to meet really cool people in the business, kind of build a brand for myself, play loads of gigs before COVID, and also been able to help artists develop themselves. Started a podcast with my friend called Songwriting A Way Out of Here. What else did I do? Always felt like I always forget everything I ever did, but that's mainly it, I guess. Just been.
Great. Sounds like you got a lot of experience and a really interesting musical story. What do you think it was that really first got you started with music?
I would say my dad always hates me for saying that my family's not very musical, because his part of the family, my granddad used to play this weird Austrian instrument in America and make money with that, and then he bought a house in Austria with the money. So my family is musical, just not in the way that I like them to be musical. If that makes sense. Not the cool way of musical. No one ever, my dad would play guitar and people in my family would play guitar, but it would only play for family celebrations and stuff, so not really cool kind of guitarist. My dad is a guitarist, he's so no. But I think it was just something I got into when I was obsessed with classical music when I was young. I didn't really listen to pop until I was 13 and started writing my songs myself. So before that, it was all about melodies, and I listened to Mozart and Bach and everything classical you could ever imagine. So I think that kind of it for me was always so amazing to see how music could make you feel without even there being words and stuff, which was really interesting. So I think that's how I kind of fell in love with music, and kind of then wanted to do it myself and want to kind of just touch people with my message as well.
I love that. I feel like it's a true passion that way, isn't it? For the right reasons, what music should be for, if you know what I mean. So you've busked in many places around Europe. Please tell us more about that.
So it was really weird. So when I came back from England, I was right, I need to keep playing, because I didn't really play gigs before I moved to England for a year when I did my exchange year. And when I came back, I was right, I've got to play. So I started playing in my hometown, Linz in Austria, which is in the north, very close to the Czech border. And that went really well. So then I was oh, this is really interesting. So then when I went on holiday to Amsterdam with my family, I busked in Amsterdam, which was really fun, just for a day. It was really cool. And then from there, I've kind of had to concentrate on school for a while, but I kept busking in my hometown, and also tried busking around Austria, other cities in Austria, like Salzburg and Vienna. And then there was this climate movement thing while still going on is great. It's called Fridays for Future. So I kind of joined the movement because I'm really passionate about saving our planet from ourselves, basically, which is like the most stupid thing, but yeah. And kind of got part of the movement, and then wrote a song for the movement, and that kind of then enabled me to go to loads of places in Germany and Austria where I would be part of the marches, and then I'd busk at the marches, and we did like a little kind of tour through Germany. When we went on the train, we would stop in every city and I would just play a few songs there, and then we got on the train, went to the next city. So that was really fun. And yeah, and then when I moved to London, I started busking in London as well, which was cool. So yeah, I know a fair few cities from busking and playing around.
That sounds insane. That sounds like good experience. It's crazy. What would be the best city that you've ever like performed in, would you say?
I think it would still be my hometown. Like, the money there is crazy. Like, it is really good, and it's really fun as well. Like, people are very generous with the money, which is not the case in London. So in terms of money, I think my city, Linz in Austria, is definitely best. In terms of like how like the city is, I think Amsterdam is my favorite. It's such a cool city to busk in. It's really, really cool, very creative, and
I bet that's really interesting. I bet you got some interesting people watching you for sure.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
So who are your musical influences, would you say?
Oh gosh, I would say Ed Sheeran. Definitely. I started songwriting because I found him and I was like, oh, there's this weird ginger kid with a guitar and he plays like he does his shows all by himself. Like, I should be able to do that. So that's why I started writing, and I think like he's definitely a massive influence. In terms of songwriting, I think also David Gray, all the singer-songwriter people, Damien Rice, and then sound-wise, I think kind of like inspired by lots of female artists that are like more or less up and coming, kind of like Sigrid, Sasha Slow and kind of stuff. Khalid, he's really cool. Yeah, I think.
If you could collab with anyone, just one person, who would it be?
Ed Sheeran. Definitely. Yeah, that would be great.
I'd love to hear that. I think that'd be great.
It would be a really good mix, I think.
Yeah.
If you could headline any festival, which festival do you think it'd be and why?
Oh, Glastonbury, I think, because I love Glastonbury, like the city, the town, like it's so cute. Like, I love the feeling there. I love how everything is so weird in a way and like magical, and I really like that stuff. So yeah, I think it would be Glastonbury.
Yeah, gotta be, hasn't it? That's like the main one. I always think. You've made it then.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you write all your songs, and what's really the process of this? How do you get inspired?
Oh gosh, I get inspired by everything and anything, like really like random things, like when I'm sat on the bus and then someone in the back of the bus says something on the phone and I'll be like, oh, this is a line. Which is terrible, but like, yeah, no, it's just like everyday life, I would say, like anything that happens like in my life, in people that I know, in people's lives that I know, and like, yeah, just anything that is on my mind really. But also get like inspiration from other artists, from art. Like, I try to draw inspiration from wherever I can find it, really. And yeah, there's not really inspiration wise, there's not really a process of how I get my inspiration. More of the writing process is the same or similar every time.
I love how you did do that climate song, because I think it's like really important for like new musicians, you know, to like put political messages in and stuff, because people that it needs to reach, which I think is important.
Yeah, and you do it in a really fun way too, which is really good.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I think it was really important for the movement to have a great song, because all of the songs would be like the melodies of popular songs with then like different lyrics on them, and I was like, oh, I can do it better than that. But yeah, it turns out like it's crazy. I still get videos of people singing the songs at the marches, and I've never been in that country. Like, one of my friends in Denmark sent me, like, she didn't even tell them the song, and for some reason they had the song in Denmark, and I'm like, wow, how did it get there? Like, it's crazy. And it never did well, like streaming wise, but I think in terms of like people knowing it, it did quite well. Like, it's really cool to see.
It's really exciting. So what's the best advice you've ever been given within your music career? Have you ever been given a piece of advice and it's just like stuck with you or really helped you?
I think just be yourself. like people have been telling me like you should sound like this, sound like that, and then I think my dad, he's always kind of really supported me doing music, and he was always saying like don't let people determine how you should sound or what you should put in the world, like what kind of message, just be yourself and do what feels most authentic to you. I think that's really important.
Yeah, 100%. That is key, isn't it? Especially it makes you stand out as well, I reckon.
Definitely.
So you have a few new songs coming out. When can we expect them?
You can expect them next year, so around spring, summertime. I have been working on them for a long time and trying to find the perfect sound for them. Been working with so many people on them, and hopefully sometime soon they'll all be like done, because they're almost done now, and I've got everything in line. But it will be another few months and then it's out.
That's exciting. Is it going to be like an album, or is it just a few different songs?
It's going to be 4 songs. It's going to be an EP. So I'm really excited because it's going to be like my debut EP, and I haven't released music since 2019. So it's going to be really good to release music, because I was supposed to release it this year, but then COVID kind of cancelled my plans. So yeah, it's going to come out next year.
At least you've had the time because of COVID to really write all your songs and get them ready to come out for next year.
Definitely.
So what are your goals and where can you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh gosh, 5 years. I want to be playing big venues, and hopefully live music will be back to normal then. But also I just want to be able to make a living from my music. So I'm also a songwriter for other people. So I write a lot with other people for other people, which is great. Like I want to sign a publishing deal by the end of the year. I am talking to a few publishers, and hopefully one of them will want to sign me, which would be cool. So I can also see myself writing songs with other people, for other people. That would be cool. And just making people happy or sad with my music in a good way, and just connecting with as many people as possible, I think. Yeah.
That sounds great. We can't wait to watch you on your journey and see all the amazing things you do. Next up, we're going to put a clip on of Lea performing Tired of Your Talking.
We can't wait for you guys to see this.
I was thinking the other day, what if I just looked astray? Would you miss me? Would you miss our talks? And I was thinking the other night, what if I didn't hold you tight? Would you be okay? Would you be okay? 'Cause I can't talk to you like I used to do, and I can't walk with you the way I used to do, and I can't lie with you the way I used to do, and I can't talk to you like I used to do. You should know, know that I'm so tired of your talking, boy. And I know that you're so caught up in this moment now. I walked out yesterday, it took my breath away. Would you mind this? Would you mind this? And I thought of us before. Do you love me anymore? Would you tell me? Would you tell me? 'Cause I can't talk to you like I used to do, and I can't walk with you the way I used to do, and I can't lie with you the way I used to do, and I can't talk to you like I used to do. You should know that I'm so tired of your talking, boy. And I know that you're so caught up in this moment now. But what am I to do if it's not the same for you? Let's stop this. You're not tired of our talking, you think everything's fine. What am I to do if you don't even try? You say let's take it easy, just move on with our lives. I cannot agree, cause you don't even try. You're not tired of our talking, think everything's fine. What am I to do if you don't even try? You say let's take it easy, just move on with our lives. I cannot agree, cause you don't even try. You should know, know that I'm so tired of your talking, boy. And I know that you're so caught up in this moment now. You should know that I'm so tired of your talking, boy. And I know that you're so caught up in this moment now. And what am I to do if it's not the same for you?
So we'll move on to a fun round now. We're just going to throw some questions at you, and you just need to answer them as quick as you can, just to get to know you a little bit more.
So am I starting? Okay. Paris or London?
London.
Sea or mountains?
Mountains.
What's your favourite karaoke song?
Oh gosh. Shape of You.
Beer or wine?
None. Gin and tonic.
Fruit or veg?
Veg.
If you could only have one superpower, what would it be?
Healing everyone in whatever, like physical and mental.
Oh, that's such a nice one. I like that.
Really cool. Like, just imagine if I could. Like, that'd be so cool.
Oh,
Really, really good power.
it'd be so handy right now as well.
Amazing. It would be amazing. It would save everyone, because then people that get healed from me, they can heal other people, and then like everyone heals.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Only like fly. I'd wish to fly.
Yeah, literally.
Book or movie?
Book.
Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
Oh, that's really hard. I can't really choose.
Oh, okay.
I think I would probably still say Harry Potter though. I really like it.
Good choice.
Would you rather go back in the past or see into the future?
Go back in the past.
And what's your favourite female artist?
My favourite female artist. Oh gosh, that's really hard because I listen to so many amazing female songwriters. I think Maggie Rogers.
Okay.
In terms of like an artist, I think she's great. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but like if you haven't heard, like you should really check out. She was like discovered by Pharrell Williams. She studied at Berkeley, but she's like really good. But there's so many cool artists out there, female artists at the moment. I really love Paige at the moment. She's like a New Zealand singer-songwriter. Sasha Sloan's new album is actually amazing. You should listen to that as well.
Another few over and we'll give him a listen.
Like I'm all into like female singer-songwriters at the moment. It's great to watch them. Like Baby Queen is really cool. She's on the rise at the moment. You should check her out.
I feel like there is big female empowerment happening at the minute, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like Violet Skies is amazing as well. Yeah, so many great singer-songwriters, females out there, like at the moment.
Would you rather be a bird or a fish for a day?
I think a bird. I would like to fly.
We were literally laughing so hard when we were like trying to write these down. Like, these sound
I love them though. They're so random. It's so fun.
I think you get to see like a proper insight to people, you know, like because they just
That's so true.
Yeah, I think they actually like you realise a lot from people from these.
Yeah, you do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I love the bird and fish question. That was really cool.
Yeah, why did we come up with that? It was when we were thinking, weren't it? But we were like, would it rather swim or fly?
Yeah, we were just like throwing things at each other, and then I don't know how we get
like, what would we rather do? I'd rather like live in water. I just don't know. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us. It's been great to get to know you a little more.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Like, thank you so much. I just love that you do this together and that you're just like, yes, women in the industry. Yes, we need them. So badly.
I love that.
Thank you all for watching In Conversation with Front of Stage.
We're Becky and Sammy, and we've been your hosts, and we've been speaking to Lea G.